The Weekly Warm Pipe.
All right, guys, time is ticking. Hopefully you got most of your shopping done, but we're going to break it down for you how it was like shopping back in the 90s, 1990s. Christmas shopping, holiday shopping, however you want to describe it.
Russ,
Yes.
in the 90s, did Amazon deliver packages back then?
No, they did not.
No, wasn't that easy. You actually
There
had to go out and
wasn't
pound
two-day
the
shipping.
pavement.
Pound the pavement. That's for sure. Certainly different. Yeah, I would say instead of Amazon, you do most of your shopping at a mall, right? You go to a mall because it has all the stores there. You can
I mean
park,
that was the best place to go for like a one-stop shop, you know.
right. Get all your people that are on the, okay, we're shopping from my cousin, my uncle, mom, dad, Secret Santa, maybe you got to get. And you're like, there's a pretty wide array of stores at the mall. You can get food there because you're going to be there for a few hours.
You get the people watch. All I know
That's
is
true.
when I was in my late teens, early 20s, the one thing that Christmas brought to the mall was all the hot ladies you never saw the rest of the year.
Nice.
I loved it, man. You saw like the hottest chicks there.
Just coming out of the
They
woodworks.
came out of the
presents.
woodwork. Yeah, where you guys been all year? Like all of a sudden you're all here. So I used to in the late 90s. I guess it was actually the early 2000s. Which I know this is a 90s shopping spree, but I worked at Abercrombie and Fitch and later Hollister. Two pretty preppy places to work, I guess, at the time. But man, the ladies that came to that store. Chef's kiss. Anyway, moving on.
I will say I did enjoy being at the mall and hearing, they have the holiday radio soundtrack going on.
Yep.
You got, of course, Santa in the middle of the mall to get your picture taken. So
Yes.
people are lining up for that. It certainly was a different vibe. And you can almost see, I would say on Tyler's channel, right? I'm sure he has some footage. I know I watched footage of him going to the mall for Halloween in October, but I'm sure he has some footage over on My Retro Life of shopping in the mall in the 90s.
Dude, there's this Greenville, South Carolina natives Facebook channel, or I guess Facebook page that I started looking at.
Oh, okay.
And this dude has been dropping old pictures of our mall from the 80s and 90s. And he dropped this one picture. Sorry, I'm flipping through my phone trying to find this to show it to you. So if I'm looking down, that's why. He dropped this one picture a couple weeks ago, and it showed this old like water fountain thing in the middle of the mall that I had completely forgotten existed.
Oh, okay.
And it was such a blast from the past. I was like, oh my God, I forgot that even existed. And I could instantly like smell the chlorine in the water and like hear like the jet, because they had like little sprayers where it like kind of shot up and like the water trickling. And it was like the most nostalgic thing. And I was like, dude, thank you so much for sharing this picture. So I'm going to keep flipping while we're talking, but I'm going to try to find this picture because
I will say that's almost like a 90s thing, like having a water feature in a mall. I feel like that fits. Like,
yes,
I'm pretty sure we did at the Milford Mall. Had something, and of course, people threw pennies.
Oh
in
my gosh,
for
I found it
to make a wish.
So I'm going to try to put this up on YouTube for you guys to see, but this is it. This is the people sitting on the edge of the water. Let me see if I can drown out some background here.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
So they're like sitting, there's some plants next to them. There's like a water feature. You can see the stores in the background. Look at the trees they had in there, Russ.
Right. Like realistic, like big trees in there.
Like, sorry.
Maybe your screen went dark, maybe.
Okay, let me see. I'll do this.
There you go. But yeah, like, that's a thing of the 90s too. Lots of tree life
if
inside
you look
the mall.
Right there, like you see like this really big tree.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just thought that was like the raddest picture.
Yeah, it's certainly cool to see all those throwback photos. I'm sure I have maybe some photos. I mean, again, how would I be capturing the photos in the 90s? It would have to be a disposable camera. I don't think I got a cell phone till, well, I think I had my first cell phone 96 or,
Yeah. I didn't have mine till like 2003.
and I don't know how if it took photos or not. Maybe it didn't even take photos. I
Oh,
knew
look at this
you,
picture. Look at that tile floor.
oh yeah, the little tiny
That's
tiles.
1982, the Haywood Mall.
Okay.
That's so insane. Oh, here's some other great ones. Oh, let me scroll down.
Classic mall photos.
Oh my God, this is really driving me crazy. Oh, look, this is the Santa workshop in the middle.
Oh, with the gingerbread house.
Yeah.
Nice.
Isn't that sick, dude? That's so cool. I
That's
can't believe you
classic.
found these. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say with my first cell phone, I did remember you could program your own ringtone,
Yeah.
and I made mine from
You know
Power
what I made
Rangers.
mine? But
Oh, nice.
you had to actually put the musical notes, and somehow I figured it out.
Yeah, it's just trial and error. You're hitting
Yep,
the beeps and the boops.
exactly. Beeps and boops.
Beeps and boops. I definitely wanted to see if this would work, but a big thing with Christmas shopping back in the day was getting either the J.C. Penney's or the Sears Wish books in the
Oh,
mail,
yes.
where it was a big, thick catalog, essentially, and it just had pictures of pretty much everything that they sold in the store, since you couldn't really browse this online to see what they had. It wasn't like online shopping. All right, you gotta flip through the book, circle what you wanted in the book. What's Jay got here? Jay's got one.
1991.
Look at that.
I bought this to do a YouTube video on, but we all know how
It's in the
that
works.
goes. Look at these rollerblades, Russ.
Sick.
This is the first pair I ever had right here.
The purple, black with neon laces.
Yep.
So I was gonna try. So I came across this website here, Jay,
Yeah.
and it's called Catalogs and Wish Books, and they
Ooh.
got from 1940 all the way to 2017 Christmas Sears books, J.C. Penney's, like the summer, and they scanned all the pages. So
That's so sick.
what is it Jay got here? Hold on. I'm missing out what Jay's showing on his page.
Oh, sorry. I'm just kind of.
There we go. So he has a page open with the original Game Boy on sale and some of the games.
Yep.
And essentially, you get one of these books and circle, maybe what games you want, show your mom. You're like, hey, I was looking through the Wish book here and I was hoping to get Tetris and Super
That's
Mario
right.
Land. Does it show the prices in the book there? Or it just shows
Like, hey,
what they are?
Hey, get me this.
Wow, look at that. TurboGrafx 16. $49 less now.
Hang on.
$99.99.
Yeah. Yep. That's where I first learned about TurboGrafx 16 was one of these books. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, I can't say I ever saw one in one of these books.
Here's the one you wanted.
Sega Genesis. Wow.
Sega. Or there's actually a Master System in this one.
And they must have had everything.
Look at this.
All the systems sold out. Oh, the cabinet you got. Yeah. It's got the Nintendo cabinet, the Nintendo system, some games. Shows a little bit of it shows like one screenshot of each game and a little description.
I like how it says wow.
That's the second time they used wow.
And here's
whoever was in the graphics department.
Here's the one. This was 1992. This was all I wanted.
Super Nintendo game system.
Super Nintendo. Anyway, I'm sorry, Russ.
So they tried to do a throwback with this now because when we were out in California, I was at my my wife's sister's house, and she actually got a catalog from Amazon doing the same thing.
Yep.
It didn't have any prices on there since prices fluctuate, but it had a whole bunch of kind of gift ideas, and it made me think like, oh, they don't do that anymore. Like, that's pretty cool.
Target does one too. They put out a little Christmas catalog you usually get in the mail.
Oh, okay. But there's no way they're as thick as these books were.
Nah, you could use those for shin pads and hockey.
So I was gonna go through some of the books on here. They literally have thousands of pages, but you can kind of get a good idea of like, oh, here's the electronics. We can take a look at that and see what it says. The only downsides, so I could share the window, but every time I click on a book, it opens in a new window.
Oh,
So I have to screen cap my whole window,
okay.
which is going to have us look weird a little bit.
That's okay.
And
I already look weird.
So if you're watching on YouTube, it's going to look cool. If you guys are listening, we'll do our best to describe what we are seeing. So maybe we can get you some nostalgia of going through these books back in the day. All right, let's see here. We can do like that there. Do we want to do what, 95?
Yeah, like I'd say mid 90s.
So they have here the JCPenney Christmas. I figure we stick with Sears.
Sears is a good one.
Because I don't think JCPenney ever sold video games.
No, Sears is where it's at.
So the 1995 Sears Christmas book.
Wish I could go back to 1995, Russ.
So
I would buy.
I know it. So it gives it the pages like this. And then when I click on it, it's going to open up. So what I'll do is I'm going to screen share the entire screen.
Hey, for those of you also listening to the audio portion of this, because sometimes I do forget that some people might not watch us, Russ and I are both wearing Santa hats.
Yes, and I have a PlayStation Christmas sweater on.
My hat is a little more glitzy and glammy for my liking, but whatever.
Okay. So you can see the pages, Jay?
Yes, yep, I see them.
Okay. So we could kind of go through. It's definitely showing a lot of Barbies.
Right, yeah, I see the Barbies. I see a Barbie house down there.
I see a van. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, the Barbie house right here.
There it is. Whoop, there it is.
Whoop, there it is. Barbie's pink and pretty house.
Ooh.
$50. Now, this is in 1995, though. Yeah. So let's see. It's 2 floors. And what does this come with? You got a bed. It shows her in like a nightgown.
Barbie's so risque.
But yeah, we weren't getting Barbies.
No, we weren't playing with those.
But maybe there's some female listeners checking out the podcast.
You never know, Russ.
What are these animals here? Are they like Beanie Babies?
Just standard animals.
Well, look at these cameras though.
Those cameras are legit.
With a matching watch. These are blue, like a neon. I wouldn't say neon. What kind of green would you call that?
90s green. I don't know.
And pink. What are these even called? Let me see. Focused on fun. LA Bright's 35mm cameras with matching binoculars. You get the binoculars, camera, and the watch.
I think they're 2 different packages. They're 2 different cameras.
Oh, okay, and so they list the colors: purple, magenta, and teal blue.
Teal blue. Magenta.
I love the technology back then. All right, let's see
what
else we could see that would stand out.
It's so cool.
But it was, this is entertaining for us back then. We're flipping through these and we're like, whoa, look how sweet this is. Like, I never seen this toy when I was in there shopping or whatever, because maybe you were just going in for a specific thing and your mom wouldn't let you wander in the toy aisle.
I'm pretty sure my sister ordered my ice skates out of this catalog in 1995 when I got my Bauer Chargers.
See, I'd be iffy with like skates and shoes. Like, are they going to fit? Like, unless I know that exact size.
Yeah, I think I knew my size.
What's this? Well, we got some games. What is this one?
Ooh, Erector
sets. Wow. I had one Erector set, and I made a race car. So Erector sets were like metal pieces.
They're like for future engineers.
Right. So it shows here you could build a helicopter. This one's like a fighter jet. So it was like, okay, I'm done with Lego. I want something more. These are pretty sweet. So how much is the helicopter? D. Wow, $70.
Jeez, no wonder I never got erector sets.
It's got 452 parts and creates 51 motorized models. So you
Wow.
get to choose, like, okay, maybe I don't want a helicopter. I want to do a something else. You can
Choose
build
your own
that.
adventure.
Choose your own adventure. All right, let's see what else we got. I
If
can't
you,
see if I can spot.
if you see ice skates, Russ, please click on it.
Okay, we're kind of still in toys, I guess. Here, I see some musical equipment.
I see
Okay,
some like Matchbox cars or something.
oh, possibly, yeah. Oh, yeah, these ones here,
Yeah,
or maybe those are models.
maybe. Is that
Oh,
classic Little Tykes racer thing with the?
I bet you it is. Let's see
Yep.
this guy here.
Yeah.
I
Look at
like when
that
people.
pool table. My friend used to have that.
Oh, the Fisher Price pool, and
It
is
was like
that
a
the one?
3-in-1.
That's what it is. It says the 3-in-1 Game Center, $160. So you got pool, what, air hockey and ping pong? Yeah,
Yeah,
table tennis.
me and my friend Mark used to play that pool game all the time. It was not bad for a small table. It was pretty fun actually.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely remember wanting that. Never got it. Here's some Batman stuff. Hang on.
Ooh.
Oh, so Batman Forever was out. So you got your Batman Forever Batmobile,
Look at
the
that
action
Batwing.
figures,
It's
the
weird.
Batman walkie-talkies, the
See,
Batman Forever race set. Look at this thing.
I'm not a fan of this style. I think this looks like crap.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the Forever
Guess I was
movie or
also
toys.
14 at the time, so maybe it was like maybe that's all it is.
All right, but I want to see some video games. I haven't seen any of those yet.
Vigi games.
Where's the video games at? I feel like ice skates would be over here. We got bicycles and everything. Get your
Yeah,
BMX
wherever the
bikes.
sporting goods are.
Um,
Oh, there's rollerblades. Ice skates got to be pretty close.
oh yeah, rollerblades right there. Some jerseys.
No ice
It,
skates into the rollerblades?
oh, maybe I'll check that page there.
Jordan, Olajuwon,
Why is he
Ewing,
45?
Kent, Barkley. That's when he came back
Oh,
after he
yeah, I
played
didn't know.
baseball. That was his baseball number.
Oh, and he's like,
Pretty
all right, we'll take that.
pretty stupid though, huh?
All right, we're checking out rollerblades. No ice skates on
Dude,
this page though.
those hockey looking ones, those Todd ones on the bottom, those are sick.
These ones here, the black and white,
Yeah, I like that. I like that hockey skate look.
the little hockey skates. Yeah, I'm surprised I don't see the ice skates yet. Oh, what about these? Got to get your winter coats.
Starter.
Starter sports jackets. We got San Francisco, the Chiefs. Look at that. No more, huh?
Dude, do you see that shirt right there? The San Francisco shirt?
Okay.
I have the Pittsburgh Penguins version of that.
So it has like a big logo on the chest, and then on the waist it says Pittsburgh Penguins.
As a matter of fact,
Are you pulling it out?
I think it's right here.
Jay's digging in, seeing if he can find the shirt.
Can you see that, Russ?
Oh, let me shoot back over to you. Boom. Oh yeah, there it is. Same thing. So they did it for hockey too.
Yeah, and on the back it just said Penguins.
But it's not. So it's a T-shirt. It's not a jersey.
Yeah, it's just a T-shirt.
But it kind of looks like a jersey.
And what's crazy is, look how big this is on me. And I'm 190 pounds. When I bought this, I bet I weighed $130. Why did I think I needed an extra large?
Well, even me, when we're talking 90s, I think I got all larges, and I definitely was either a small or a medium then.
I love this though. I love that.
Perfect. We got watches right here, Jay. This is sweet.
Let me see this.
Here's your Nintendo watches.
Yes.
They had a Donkey Kong one. I never even seen this one.
Dude, even that like Godzilla one's cool looking, right?
Oh yeah, like down here that flips open. That just tells the time though. It doesn't play a game.
Now E and F, are those like Swatch watches? Is that Swatch brand?
E. Where do you see E? D. Oh, in the middle here, the pink one and the graffiti one.
Is that Swatch?
Let's see. Gizmo. Eye-catching Gizmo watches.
Mm.
Well, I want to know what this other is. This Star Fox? It comes with headphones.
Yeah, that's weird. What is that?
See if I could zoom in a little bit here. These multi-level
Super Mario World.
game in digital.
Super
Mario World.
You've got to move fast.
Has privacy headphones to mask game sounds. Great for those long car trips. $24.99. And then Donkey Kong is only $20.
I'm sure it's so great, Russ. Could you imagine spending 4 hours playing that thing?
With headphones on. I can't say I ever seen that one. Either of them.
You know why? Retro Rick owns all of them.
Does he?
I don't know. I'm joking.
Joking. He doesn't know.
I'm making things up on the fly.
All right, let's go back here.
Is that a Game Gear? What is that? Oh, it's a Talk Boy. You see the Talk Boy?
No, we're in the video games. Okay, I think the next 6 pages is what we're all about here. If you were shopping in the 90s, you wanted a Talk Boy or a Talk Girl.
They have a Talk Boy FX pin. Credit card? You got it. Hello, this is Peter McAllister, the father. I'd like a hotel room, please. An extra large bed and one of those little refrigerators you have to open with a key.
They had refrigerators with a key.
So says Macaulay Culkin.
I guess so. So here's the Talk Boy. What's it going for? $30. It says cassette player and recorder, fully functional cassette tape recorder with voice changer. A design that makes it easy and fun to use. Why does it say import it? Where's it imported from?
I don't know.
So you got that?
But it comes in 2 genders.
Right, and then the Talk Girl, which you really never see, is the pink version. Does the same thing.
That's right.
What about these Power Rangers, though, down here? We got some Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
I only have 3 words for you, Russ. It's morphin' time.
It's morphin' time.
Smack. That's so cool. You see, like, the White Ranger fighting Lord Zed or whatever his name is.
Yeah, and the little ad right there. So then you flip the page, you get your next page after that. The Tiger R-Zone.
That I classically run my hand right over the R-Zone when me and Riff were out hunting.
Yeah.
And he swooped in and grabbed it.
Oh.
Later, he sent me a screenshot that he sold it for like $99 on eBay, like within 3 minutes.
Man. So you got the R-Zone, and then you got a couple Tiger handhelds down here. I bet you I had this Madden 95 Tiger handheld. These are all $20. You got Batman Forever, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and Pocahontas.
Russ, don't lie. You had Pocahontas.
Maybe I had Pocahontas. Then I never heard of these one. VRTX.
You never played Congo on VRTX?
Take a step up to LCD higher gameplay with Tiger's VRTX. Does Retro Wolf have any of these?
I think he might.
I've never seen these. So they got 4 on here. They're an all black case. They look a little different from the regular Tiger handhelds.
Got Congo, Power Rangers, Daytona USA, and I don't know what the other one is. Doom or something?
No, it's Mortal Kombat 3.
Oh, it's hard to see.
You got not Shang Tsung. You got Shao Kahn here and Kano.
Oh.
And those are $25, so $5 more. That's pretty sweet.
So you could buy 2 of those or a real video game.
That's when you sent Grandma to the store and she came home with that. And you're like,
she came home with that and you're like, golly, Grandma, I'm going to murder you.
I wanted a
sending you to the old folks home.
So a lot more of these like LCD video games here where it's like poker. Yeah, a whole bunch of solitaire, blackjack. That was just a certain demographic that enjoyed
probably
those.
Parents. There's the good stuff.
Then we got a couple more pages down. Super Nintendo with the Super Game Boy and a couple games. Mortal Kombat 3. And that's, what is that one? It looks like Lord Zed, so it's got to be Power Rangers.
Oh, Earthbound. Look at that.
Wow, Earthbound. What's that going for on here? $70.
It's enough to make a grown man cry.
Killer Instinct was $75.
You could buy Earthbound complete and box sealed for $70.
Well, technically, I've heard they were never like sealed, like they didn't have shrink wrap over them.
What? The Super Nintendo games?
The Earthbound one.
Oh, really?
Because it was so big.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
That's what I heard. I don't know.
Sounds legit.
You got a few more games there, and then you flip the page. Virtual Boy.
Ooh, Virtual Boy.
Who was getting this?
Blinding fun.
Now, what are these? Because they have, okay, you got your 4 Virtual Boy games here. Oh, and they added a couple more Super Nintendo games for whatever reason on this page. And it's interesting for like the box art on like.
Is it just me, or were you fiending for Bassmasters too?
I hope I get Bassmasters.
Chrono Trigger's on there, sick.
And I feel like it's a weird.
The box art's a little
the box
wonky.
are a little different. Yeah,
a little wonky.
It could have been like this is all they got. Like that's what they sent them for promo stuff because it was so early. Oh, and we
Play it loud, Russ.
Some Game Boys to play it loud. I have this one, the clear Game Boy.
It's the only one that matters.
Now I would have been circling so many of these items, I wouldn't be able to narrow it down to like my top 5. I don't know.
I can guarantee you I wouldn't have circled anything on this page.
What is this? Virtual surround gamepads. I've never seen this.
That's pretty wild.
No matter what game you are playing, now you are in the action. Completely surrounded by 3D virtual set. It hooks up to your controller, or it's a controller.
It is a controller,
with speakers,
and basically has 2 speakers flying off the side like bat wings. It looks like a batarang.
$50.
Bruce Wayne made them himself.
You wouldn't want to get a Game Boy?
Man, I am of the few who thinks that Game Boys are crap.
Speaking of crap, we flipped the page. We got, what is this? I'm trying to think. It's a 3DO. I don't think it's
Game Eye.
It says, "Welcome to the real world. This exciting interactive system features 32-bit RISC CPU."
What does that mean?
You're just trying to sound fancy. It plays 3DO interactive video games. So this must be a 3DO.
Oh, it's a 3DO.
Because I think 3DO, but then they also had like gold, like this says Gold Star on the disk drive, like that's their version of it as well.
Okay. 3DO.
Yeah, I never had 3DO.
3DO.
The Sony PlayStation. 1995.
Rayman. Tekken.
I don't even know these other games. DEFCON 5.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dogstalkers, though.
I'm going to be honest. I was the kid that was jealous of everybody that had a PlayStation. I wanted one because I thought it was so cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I did not get one.
Let me back out here and see if there's any other.
Is there any Genesis stuff? Ooh, there's Sega CD. I see it, and the Game Gear.
Oh, yeah. 32X. What is this?
There's all of
here?
it.
I like this ad here. Sega Saturn. It's out there. Does he have hockey gloves there?
Yeah, those are CCM hockey gloves. Good eye, Russ.
So they set up, at least this looks a little bit better than the, I'd say that picture with the family playing Nintendo where everyone's looking in the different direction. At least this, you can tell he's looking at a screen.
That's right.
And he's holding the controller correctly. What game is he playing, though?
Mortal Kombat?
It's some fighting game that almost...
Virtual Fighter?
It's got to be Virtual Fighter if it's on Sega Saturn.
Yeah.
$400.
Wow.
For this bad boy in 1995. Imagine. Those are the rich kids getting this.
That's right. You look at his clothes, you can tell he's Ivy League.
He's got the preppy shirt on.
Got the starter shirt, some cool jeans. Look at his hat. Like he's about to go to Yale.
Probably.
He's probably on the Yale hockey team, you know, like
well,
he drives an old Benz or something.
$400 for this, or what was Super Nintendo? 100?
When I bought mine, it was $129.99.
Oh, I didn't mean to hit home. Here, I'll go over here. So Sega Saturn was $400. We go back here to Super Nintendo, and Super Nintendo's 160.
160. What does it come with?
It comes with the Super Game Boy.
Okay.
Or 130, and you get home run bundle. So you get
and that's
Ken Griffey Jr., Major League Baseball. Yeah, and that one's 130, and you get 2 games with it.
2 crappy baseball games only Dan Denny wants to play.
Still, though, that's way less than $400. I don't know who's buying that.
You know why they
400
packed
pins.
2 games with them? Because nobody wanted them.
No one wanted them.
It's the only way to get rid of them.
And then, yeah, I mean, this one was 210 pages. You flip through, and that was all at the back of the catalog there. Everything else in the front was.
Let me see the game.
Mostly
Oh, never mind.
toys.
It's too late now.
I mean, whatever. I'm just.
I wanted
scrolling.
to see the Game Gear ad. Just
Oh,
'cause
the
I
Game
love
Gear,
games.
sure. Yeah, let's check out Game Gear.
Cool action, dudes.
I love the graphics on these. So you got a Sega Game Gear. You get the Super Columns pack. So for $100, you're going to get a Game Gear and the game columns.
I got Sonic 2 when I got mine.
Oh, okay.
It
Yeah,
came
that's a
with
good
it.
one to get.
And then I also got Mortal Kombat.
So what games they got listed here? We got Sonic Chaos, Sonic Trouble, I think, X-Men, Power Rangers, Echo.
Is
Which
that Batman?
Yeah, let's see. I could read down here. It looks a little bit better. The Adventures of Batman and Robin.
Okay.
Garfield caught in the act.
Sweet.
Disney's The Lion King. So the games range. Most of them are $40. There's a couple that are 15. Surf Ninjas, $15.
That's wild.
And then here's some extras for the Game Gear. You got your traveling case, your power bank, the super wide gear. So if you wanted to magnify your screen, these are stocking stuffers, right?
That's right.
So the super wide gear is only $16.99.
It's not bad, actually, for a magnifying glass.
Yeah. Little stocking stuffer action going on there.
Should we look at another year?
Yeah, we do. We'll go back to that. I know we asked you guys, and we have 2 callers. I want to get to them.
Callers?
Well. Yeah, someone called in and left us some messages, so we could see. We'll jump into it. We'll do a caller, do some comments, and maybe get the other caller.
There we go. Let's do it.
All right.
I keep dreaming about my dream phone.
It's for you.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Tim, also known as Retroholic16. I figured I'd give a call in this week instead of just a normal message on one of the Instagram posts. So for my memories, my grandparents used to do a cool thing called Toy Day. So maybe like beginning of December, they picked out a Saturday, and I had 2 cousins and I got 2 sisters. My grandparents would hide like $50 a person in the house, and we'd have to do either trivia or like
Nice.
kind of like a hide and seek to find the money. And then once we found the money, we went as a family, all of us had lunch, and then we went shopping. We'd always go to your classic stores like KB Toys. We had one in the mall, which was awesome. Toys R Us, that type of thing. The rule was the parents could not tell the kids no to what they wanted to buy. So like one year, one of my cousins literally spent like $100 at the chocolate factory at the mall. Like just bought a giant bag of candy. I remember from mine, I remember one time getting Return of the Joker for the NES, Kirby Adventure for the NES, and the Turtle Van. Those are kind of the 3 that I just remember getting and going home and being all excited and ripping into. But it was always fun as a kid because you're like, man, I can get any Nerf gun, whatever I want. My mom can't say no. So those are probably my biggest memories of Christmas shopping. But thanks for all the hard work. Love the content, guys. Always look forward to watching you guys on YouTube on Saturdays. Have a great one.
Dude, thank you so much for the call. Look, Jay's holding his turtle van. That was definitely on my list. I didn't get the turtle van ever. I did get the pizza thrower, and then I also wanted the Technodrome. Never got it, but I got like the drill, if you know what I mean. Like it's like purple with a big drill in the front.
Yep. I don't know what it's called, but yeah. So I got the pizza thrower too. I got that Christmas of 90 or 91. And I got the sewer playset. Never got the van. Actually, you know where I got that van? A couple summers ago, my kids were staying with my in-laws in Ohio, and they went to a yard sale. And my mother-in-law was like, "Yeah, we bought Colin this turtle van." And I was like, you're gonna have to show me this turtle van. And so she comes up, and it's back there in the box.
Wow.
Mint turtle van. And she's like, "Yeah, we only paid like $5 for it." And I was like, Tina, I hate to tell you, Colin ain't getting that.
It's like I'm stealing it.
He doesn't care about it, if I'm being honest.
Right. You'll just go buy him a new one, like for the new movie. But yeah, thanks for calling in and sharing that story. That's kind of neat that they did like a scavenger hunt or to like keep the kids interactive and busy. And then, all right, let's go grab lunch, and then we're gonna go to the mall, right? And
I mean, what a day, right? You're hanging
That's
out with your
super eventful.
grandparents. They're gonna spoil you anyway. You get to play this rad game where you get to look for money. Who doesn't want to do that? Then you get to go to lunch. I'm imagining a nice Chick-fil-A, or maybe a McDonald's Happy Meal. I don't know, whatever you like,
or maybe Denny's. I don't know.
maybe Denny's. Maybe you want the Grand Slam. I'm not judging. And then you get to go buy whatever toy you want or $100 worth of chocolate. I mean,
Sounds pretty good. Sounds like a win.
sounds like a win.
All right, we did ask you guys over on Instagram and Facebook and all that, shopping in the 90s, if you guys had any stories as well.
Did you say we had 2 calls though, Russ?
We did, yeah. I was going to do some comments and then we'll get
Okay,
the other
we're
call
gonna
in.
bounce around. That's cool. I'm
Yeah.
down.
So over on her Instagram, J Love chimed
Ooh,
in.
I love J Love.
So she said Toys R Us, Sears, EB Games, FYE for music, Spencer's, etc. So many awesome stores. I remember wearing Tommy Hilfiger and Nautica back in the 90s.
I bet she did.
Even Sean John.
I love it. I wore a lot of Tommy Hilfiger too in the mid 90s.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely remember seeing. I don't know if I ever ended up getting any of that Tommy Hilfiger and Nautica, but I remember seeing it.
What
for sure.
You know what else I bet she wore? I bet J Love had on a pair of Timberland boots with her Tommy jeans.
Ooh, that is true. That was the style with it.
Jen, you're gonna have to text me and let me know if I'm right.
And then what else we got? We got Facebook. We got some comments on there. Brian says, Christmas shop in the 90s for me was circling everything I wanted when the stores came out with their catalogs. This is what we were going through. Except the JCPenney catalog. You'd keep that one. We all Oh my God. So true, though. So true. They didn't have toys.
The bra section.
And then George Finch chimed in, nothing beats getting the big Toys R Us book. That's where everything was I wanted.
Yeah.
Sure. Good stuff.
Amen.
And then I have one more over on YouTube. My buddy Andy chimed in. He jumped in on my live stream. I'm like, you need to comment because your channel is literally called The 90s Are Rad.
Oh, yes.
He says, ones I remember shopping at were KB Toys, Walmart, and Kmart. Power Rangers, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z were always big in my house. Also video games, mainly Game Boy, Nintendo 64, and PS1.
Spoken like a true 90s kid.
I can't say I ever seen Dragon Ball Z stuff when I was like into the toys. It was G.I. Joe, Turtles, and all that then. I don't think I started watching Dragon Ball. Well, I guess towards the end, I was probably in high school, so it had to be 96, 97. Watching Toonami when I got home from school.
I totally missed the whole Dragon Ball phenomenon. I
Yeah,
didn't have cable though, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, it was on Toonami. I mean, it had already, or you could get VHS tapes of it. But I remember seeing those at FYE, and they were like, $20 a tape, $25 a tape.
Yeah, I missed it.
Oh, I forgot to play the little thing.
Oh, yeah, you suck.
What did you say? What did you say?
Springfield, let's hear from you.
And there's your comments.
Order.
Shopping in the 90s. Putting everything on the credit card.
That's right. Credit card. You got it.
You got it. Charge that plastic.
I remember telling my mom, just put it on the credit card. You just swipe this thing and they give you whatever you want. If only I knew.
If only you knew. Let me ask you this. Did you, when you were shopping, did you have like a girlfriend and you had to buy her presents back then? Do you remember?
I remember I dated this girl in high school named Amanda McClellan. And I remember going and picking out gifts. Now, I remember even being younger, like grade school, like elementary school. And there was this girl named Kim Armstrong. And I remember going to get her something from the Hello Kitty store that later became Sanrio Surprise.
Interesting. Nice, nice.
Do you remember the Hello Kitty store?
I don't think we got one here.
Oh, it
no.
smelled like magic in there. It was like smelled of plastic and erasers and candy.
Nice.
It was amazing.
All your dreams come true.
They didn't make your dreams come true. Yeah. I mean, it was a pink world of Japanese characters.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I shopped for my girlfriend back in high school as well. Probably went to like Claire's. Or,
Yeah, something
I
like
don't
that.
even Hot Topic or something
Maybe.
like that. Get her some Janko jeans.
See, my girlfriend was a little too preppy for Janko jeans.
Yeah, because I wanted her to wear kind of the more preppy look, but she was definitely more into like the grunge style. I was
There
like,
you go. That's okay.
I was like, dress more like, like Gwen Stefani. She's got like the tube top on and
Yeah. Yeah. I still try to get my wife to wear that to this day.
Doesn't work.
Come on, Haley.
All right, we got one more caller, so see what they got to say.
I keep dreaming about my dream phone.
It's for you.
Hey, Jay and Russ, this is Tyler from Canada. You may know me as Ty's Gaming on Instagram and TikTok. First off, I want to tell you guys how much I enjoy your podcast. You're both doing a great job. It's definitely a highlight of my week.
Perfect.
Now, I had a question for both of you. A few weeks ago, the Legend of Zelda movie was announced, and it's going to be a live-action movie.
Mm-hmm.
My question for both of you is that if this movie was created in the 90s and was also to be a live-action movie, which 90s celebrities would you cast as your Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf? Keep up the great work, and Jay, please don't sell any more of your collection. As a collector, it really hurts my collection heart. Cheers,
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I haven't, as you can see, I'm such a slacker.
Slacking. So I have always read his comments, and I was reading his name wrong. I was like, I couldn't pronounce it, and he's like, it's Ty, like Tyler, and I was like, I knew I messed up in last episode, and I was like, blast, I need to do you justice.
Yes. Sorry, Tyler. First off, thanks for the kind words. Russ, do you know who you would pick for these positions?
So we have 3 castings. We got to do Link, Zelda, and Ganon.
Okay.
And they got to be 90s stars.
So I'm going to go. This is going to be an odd choice for Ganon. I'm going to go Robin Williams for Ganon.
Really?
Just feel like somehow he would do it justice.
Well, I feel like...
I mean, his daughter's name is Zelda.
Right. So he would have to be involved somehow. Well, I feel like almost that could be when Heath Ledger got cast for the Joker, and you're like, what? That's not going to work. And then he like nailed it. So,
but he's such a clever person. I think Robin Williams could figure it out.
I think they would just have to. I feel his height is pretty short. Ganon should be pretty tall, right? And buffed up. I mean, I guess he could wear prosthetics or whatever to look bigger.
Maybe.
Who would I cast?
Or would you go the exact opposite route and have like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Right. I'm trying to think of action like Dolph Lundgren or something that.
Yeah.
I think might be pretty good.
Damme.
I don't know about Jean-Claude.
He's short.
Well, no, I don't know. I'm just thinking, well, accent-wise too, right?
Sylvester Stallone. Yo, Link. Yo, Zelda.
There's got to be AI that someone could produce what we're right. Just gonna jump on ChatGPT and have them produce these images.
Oh man, it'd be so funny.
All right, so we got Link and Zelda.
I mean, I don't know why this is a terrible choice for Link, but in my mind, it just keeps going to Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Honestly, I could probably see that. I mean, being at the hype, and my wife's been watching Home Improvement a bunch. I feel like that could be a good choice because you kind of want him someone younger. Right?
Yeah, he's got the brown hair,
Right.
He kind of looks elfy a little bit.
I feel like that could work. I would almost want, Fred Savage, right? Because he's at the hype there, but I don't know if he can. I don't know if he can pull it off.
He's got that goofy face, though. I don't know.
So it could be one of those. As for Zelda, though, females.
I mean,
Clara Danes.
I'm gonna say I'm a huge Alicia Silverstone fan, but I don't think she makes the cut.
Right. I was kind of thinking that, so I was like, maybe Clara Danes because she was pretty good with Romeo and Juliet.
So that's not a bad choice. What Alyssa Milano? No, because this girl needs to be kind of blonde, right? Like a strawberry blonde, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they could always dye their hair for the role,
That's
right? Wear a
true.
wig.
Hmm.
You need someone that's can be aggressive if need to be.
What about like Anna Chlumsky from My Girl?
I wonder how old she was then, though. How old was she in My Girl? Was she like 11?
I think her birthday is 80 or 81.
Oh, okay. But still, and then we're thinking 90s. We're casting her in the 90s.
Well, she's 95, I guess. She would have been like 14.
Yeah. Well, who knows? You looking it up?
Yeah, I'm trying to find her. I'm trying to find her age. She's 43. She was born in 80. Sorry, so she would have been 15.
So possibly. I mean, hair, makeup, and all that. Those are our picks for the live action Zelda movie.
There you go. Anna Chlumsky. Bam.
Bam. If you guys want to call into the show and leave us a message, the phone number is in all the descriptions of our videos, or grab a pen now or your phone. It is 949-682-9277. That's 949-682.
Did you say warp?
Like Warp Pipe. I wish it could have been just like 1-800 Warp Pipe, but we couldn't get that. Did you want to check out another year quickly, I guess, on the
What year strikes you, Russ? I'm kind of drawn towards 92.
I'll go back a little bit. Sure.
Or you could go forward to like 98. See what that kind of leads us to towards the end of the millennium.
Oh, true. Because I feel like it's just going to be less of what we just saw if we go further back, right?
Yeah.
So we're going 98. I guess we'll stick with. Well, we could do what's Montgomery Ward. I can't say. I don't think we had any of those stores.
We used to call it Monkey Wards.
Monkey Wards. Because they got that, Sears, and JCPenney.
Whatever you want.
Wow, look, there's a Sears Christmas book exclusive to Canada as well.
They don't know anything about us.
All right, let's see. We said 98.
Yeah.
Sears Christmas book. 288 pages of gloriousness. So let's check out this cover right here. Great jobs on the covers, right?
Ooh.
Got Santa.
Man, that's Saint Nick if I've ever saw him.
Looking at you through an ornament.
That's right. Just how
Why
he
does it have
always does.
I thought these were free. It says $3 up here.
You know, Russ,
I
it was
mean,
hard
a lot
times
of pages
back then.
That's a lot. You had to print 200 something pages. Oh, what did I do? I went back too far.
Hey, you know what, Russ?
Yep.
The one I have has a $4 logo right here.
Oh, geez. So I guess that maybe they did charge for it. So right off the bat, the first couple pages are definitely geared with the toys, for sure. What is this here? This is
Oh, that's sick. The Nyko.
Look at this off-road adventure Nyko. I thought it was a Power Wheel. That's a remote control car, right?
We had a whole episode about those.
This thing's $130.
Good Lord, better drive itself.
So that's why I thought it was a Power Wheels. It was so big. We got some toy trains.
Man, these are so fun to look at.
All right, let's see what else. What else do they have here? As for toys, again, the musical stuff. A lot of the babies' toys, which we're not looking for, but they do have some Teletubby stuff. And your Disney, Winnie the Pooh. Keep scrolling, keep flipping the pages.
Yep.
So they got these like educational-ish
we don't want
toys,
to
right?
see anything educational, Russ.
This is what the parents tried to buy
You think I want the Smart Station 200? No. The Power Printer Plus. Get out of here.
You wanted a Super Nintendo, and that's what your mom came home with. The Power Printer.
It said Super on it.
Yeah.
Super typewriter.
All right, here's a bunch of girl stuff. We got some Barbie stuff. Bunch of these dolls.
You know what I always liked looking at? Like the little tents for kids.
Like camping stuff?
No, like little, like a tent you'd keep in your room almost.
Oh, like how they had those theme tents. You could get
Yeah.
like a Mario tent or whatever. Like these ones right here. Boom.
Yes, dude, that's exactly. I always wanted one of those in my room when I was little.
There's a Rugrats one, Batman, and they come with this sleeping bag. So it's like made for like sleepovers. One person, I guess, maybe you hang out in the tent and then you use your sleeping bag.
You slept in your tent. Yep, with your sleeping bag. Those look
Pretty
so
sweet.
fun, though, right?
Yeah, I never had one. Looked fun for sure. Oh, and there's another page.
I feel like I
too
can
that-
smell the '80s just thinking about this stuff.
What else we have in here? 101 Dalmatians, a Mickey one, and Winnie the Pooh.
Look at the Winnie the Pooh. It's like a little stump.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So sick.
They themed it up for it. Oh, what about these beanbag chairs? They're themed after sports. You got a
Yeah.
baseball, basketball, and a soccer ball.
What is
you can
that
sit
clear
in.
bubble thing? That looks fun. Looks like something from Nickelodeon.
Oh, it's like a tube you can climb in.
Hey, Russ, you know what I saw on the next page?
What'd you see? A flip there.
Nickelodeon radios.
Whoa. And a whole bunch of them. And a
Yep.
phone.
Yep.
These are wild. This is 90s right
That
here.
is super 90s, bro.
The Time Blaster, even the names. The CD Blast Box.
Dude, I want all those in my room right now,
Blast
surrounding me.
Box cassette recorder. The Photo Blaster quad shot camera.
Jeez, think of that name.
And the Talk Blaster phone.
Talk Blaster. Blast your way through life with Nickelodeon.
Where wishes come true. Call now. 1-800-775-5555.
I want to call that number right now.
Let us know if it's still operational.
What is the number?
1-800-775-5555. I don't know if that's supposed to be to Sears or where's the number going to.
Just for calling today, you'll have the opportunity to receive a $100 retail rebate voucher, which
Hopefully I
you can
can buy
redeem from your purchases
Nickelodeon
at major
crap with it.
retailers like Walmart, Target, and many more. The $100 rebate voucher is yours today for just $1.95 when you subscribe to one of our savings.
All right, we're hanging up.
That was pretty fun. What else we have here? Acoustic guitars, drum sets,
A globe.
a globe.
Who
Just-
kicks their parent in the shin after they give them a globe for Christmas?
Did you do that?
I would if they got me that.
If you got a globe. Christmas trees. Oh, a gumball machine. What is this? Is that Michael Jordan? Yes, it is. In a Santa hat for batteries.
Ray, what is that? Rayovac? Rayovac.
Rayovac batteries, rechargeable. The Jordan Championship. 24 commemorative trading cards by Upper Deck. Mail-in offer included with a renewal family charger kit purchase.
Man, I want to go back to the 90s and 80s.
I'm like, do they do stuff like this anymore? Like celebrities,
No.
and you get some like cool basketball cards, and then you're just buying some batteries.
You might get Dylan Mulvaney on there.
As moving down the pages, we're getting into more of the electronics. I see N64 and Game Boy stuff. What is this one here?
Who
I
has the
see-
N64 controller?
Yeah, right in here. This is all the video games pages,
Look how fun that looks.
all the different color controllers, and these are new games that came out. Whereas Bomberman Hero,
That
and
Zelda
Yoshi Story,
looks sick.
and yeah, they got Zelda, and they added a little Link coming out in the page to really pop out. Let's see, Zelda 60. They're calling it Zelda 64 in the book.
Oh, that's interesting.
Help
Huh?
Link save the princess for one player, ages 6 years and up.
Doesn't it say Ocarina of Time under the word Zelda?
It does on the box art, but on the listing it just says Zelda 64.
Zelda 64.
So interesting in these here. I'd love to get one, like just to physically browse through these here.
Bring the power home, Russ.
Bring the power home, and then they list a whole bunch of N64 games. A lot of new ones, I guess. So they all have the new tag next to them. Turok 2, Clay Fighters 63 and a third, Quest 64. This is what we marked down and dreamed about. Like, oh, if I could get this.
We need a time machine, Russ.
Look, it's the new Super Nintendo, the mini one.
Yep.
They're
Isn't that
showcasing
crazy?
that.
They were going for. See, 92 to 99 felt like a lifetime for me.
Oh
But
yeah,
in actuality, it wasn't that long.
What are the games they got here?
Going from 12 to 18 is like a crazy jump.
Oh, I've seen some of these at conventions. The Nintendo beanbag collector
Little
set.
plushies.
Little plushies here.
Poor Yoshi. He looks derpy.
Oh, and then they're really pushing here. Superman 64.
Because they know it's garbage.
And it's on the PlayStation and Game Boy as well. And then some wonky controllers here. Oh my God. Wireless controller for the PlayStation. A Sphere 360 for the PlayStation controller. And a Ultra Racer mini wheel by Interact over here.
Oh, yeah.
Bunch of the video game stuff. Yeah, it's definitely cool to see kind of what's coming out and what toys you were excited for by using like these magazines essentially.
Yep.
Certainly throws you back. Shopping, getting your shopping down.
It threw me so far back, Russ. Now that I'm not happy in this new life.
living in the present.
Well, I hate living in the present.
Well, hopefully it was fun for you guys to have us check that out and maybe remember some stories of you going to the mall shopping or circling what you wanted in these catalogs and then maybe getting it when you open it up for Christmas.
And maybe, and just maybe, your parents and Santa Claus made it the best Christmas ever, getting you whatever that special gift was.
Heck yeah. Sweet. Well, appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We got new episodes every Saturday. You can check out the Warp Pipe. Warp Pipe Wednesday. What are our shows? Warp Pipe Wednesday every Wednesday. The more off the cuff show. What else we got? You can thank our Patreon supporters supporting the show. We got Dan and Nicole's Treasures Untold, Joe Sheevy, Trace Living Good, Samantha Chang, Rodney Torres, and Retroholic 16. Thanks so much for supporting the show. You guys rock. And if you guys want to support us, you can head over to patreon.com/Russ Lyman or check out the weekly warpipe.com, pick up some merch or leave us a review for the podcast itself.
Yeah, please do.
Wherever
Keep
you
the
listen.
calls coming.
We love them. That's it for this one. You got anything else, Jay?
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
We'll see you next time.